Hi, it's Kylie Coo. Welcome to my studio. So on Saturday there, I put up a very short video where I was testing these two paints by Vallejo on my gel plate. These are fluid acrylics. One is transoxide red and the other is Payne's grey. And I thought these seemed a reasonable price compared to, say, Golden and some other makes, and I just wanted to try them out. So I only bought the two at the time, and that was in an art haul that I showed, I think, a week before, a Jackson's art haul. So I'll link any videos I mention down below. And, you know, this was some of the results I got. I did other little bits and pieces, but it was interesting because the Payne's grey on the gel plate seemed to disperse. It seemed to be having some sort of reaction on the gel plate, and a few of you have said in the comments on that last video that maybe the paint's faulty, and it could be, although I have somewhere in the back of my mind something that says that the Daler Rowney graduate Payne's grey did something similar. So I'm going to check that out at some point, but not today. But these were two of the pieces, and I keep looking at them and keep looking at them. I actually like the effect that was left. I don't mind it. And using it on ordinary paper, this seems to be fine. It was just on the gel plate, it seemed to have that sort of reaction. But every time I look at these, I see some sort of seascape, you know, as if this is maybe a sunset and we have the sea here. And of course, as is often the case, the sea will pick up the light or other colours. So I'm inclined today just to sit and try and make this into some sort of seascape. There's nothing lost with this. It was done as really just as a test, almost a just swatching type test on the gel plate of the two paints. They're kind of similar. I think I just need to pick one. I was going to do this one, but I think I may be more inclined to do this one now that I see it again, and just see if I can make this into some sort of abstracted seascape. It's just another thing to do with any gel plate prints. You know, obviously there's so much we can do. We can use them as backgrounds, we can use them as collage, but often they just sit. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to stick it into my sketchbook, no matter how it turns out. I've still not started my new sketchbook yet, so I really want to get something in there, and I think this would be quite good. So I'm not going to do any more talking. I will let you see any products that I'm using. I don't envisage doing an awful lot to it, but what I will want to do is try and get the sea to reflect some of this colour, because it will pick it up, and maybe put a sun in, maybe a touch of cloud. This one already has that kind of sense of it. So yeah, I'm not going to use a lot of products, I don't think, but let's see where it takes us. So sit back, relax, paint along with me, or just sit and watch, and you know, maybe you get a bit of inspiration in terms of any backgrounds you've done on your gel plate. And yeah, I'll put some hopefully nice music on that you can enjoy at the same time. So I'll pop in briefly at the end, and might actually put the rest at speed if it takes me longer than I'm thinking. Right, let's get on. Got my cup of tea here to see me through. I've got some dirty paint water. I don't mind if it's dirty like that. Got this brush, this brush. This one might actually be a little bit better to start. Got a dirty palette, but I'm just going to put the paints into there. Yeah, I'm going to do this one. Right, let's get cracking. So I enjoyed that bit of play. My tea is probably cold. It's a bit. But yeah, I really did enjoy that. You can see how it's changed. I think I might put both of these into my sketchbook so I can see kind of how it looked, albeit it wasn't the same, and how it's changed. Really did just play there. I brought in some white to my son because I felt I needed to make it just a little bit more opaque. Added some cad orange hue ink, but kept coming back in with the transoxide red because I did want to have more of that red in there. Brought in some of the Payne's grey into the sky just to kind of give that suggestion of nightfall coming in. Tried to add some clouds with bits of white, recognising it'd be picking up the colour of the sun, but also some dark bits underneath them as well, and tried to put some on the horizon line. You know, I did very much want to have a kind of horizon line in here. Moved it up a bit from where it started, simply because I didn't want it in the middle of the page. I'll probably cut round this. Oh, I used a shimmering blue, which kind of iridescent ink. I just was keen to try it and see, you know, what it did. I was just going to start on the water, but then brought it into the sky as well. So, yeah, I hope that gives you some ideas as to what you can do with, you know, gel prints like this. It's not always just about collage backgrounds or whatever. I mean, I suppose it did become a background, but for a painting rather than for anything else. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back on Saturday with the PM Artist Studio collaboration hop, so hope you'll tune in for that, and then hopefully the Wednesday after that I will have the more of a process video of what I've made for the collaboration. So do take care. Thanks ever so much for watching. Bye for now.